Thanks a lot. Good afternoon to all. Okay, so I will begin my session by asking a question to my favorite mentor, Tony sir. The question is, so do you think that skill is an inborn talent or it is something else?
Yeah, 90% it is an inborn talent. Other skills we have to nurture. Through ages we have to nurture.
Thank you, sir. What I feel that talent is inborn and inherent. And while skill is learned through experiences, observations, practicals, and real life experiences. Last day we are having a coding examination for class 6, 7 and 8. Today also we are having an examination of computer science. Last day I went to class 7A in 5th period and asked them to create a report on what you feel about the initiative taken by CBSE as well as by father on the skill education in schools. What they have written is so surprising. They have written that in class 6 we have learned handicraft, that is taken by Mitali ma'am. In class 7 they have learned AI, they have learned coding. In class 8 they are having various other subjects like data science, AI and coding as well. They have written that these subjects make us future ready. That means they know what is going to be the future. And we should also be prepared for this upcoming future. So, according to new education policy and CBSE, this 21st century skill is a part of our day-to-day life from last 2 years, as we can see. So, today's topic is that 21st century skill, because we are living right now in 21st century. We'll begin with a short quote by the Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft. As we look ahead into the 21st century, leaders will be those who empower others. It is not like anyone can become a leader. If anyone would raise their hand or just take a mic or come in public and start saying anything, he can't able to become a leader. That was previous notion that if someone wants to become a politician, he will come or make a crowd and start saying anything, and the people will start moving behind him, and he will become, हाँ चलो हम नेता बन गए, अब मेरे पीछे सब कोई चल रहा है. Now the things are changed. Things are changed. That means people are judging each and everyone. They can understand what is wrong and what is truth. They can't believe without any fact, without any data, and there is a difference in computer. Data, information and facts are different. We are collecting information, that doesn't mean it is actual data. We are filtering those meaningful data for us. Moving to the next, there is a short introduction that what we are going to deal in this upcoming slides. Let us begin with another question, that what are who is the center of all activities in a society, a nation and the world? And this question is with you. Who is there at the center? Is us or someone else? Students. It's basically students or an individual. Because whatever we do, whatever they learn, whatever we are doing for themselves, it is they who are going to be presenting us as well as the country, as well as their home or their parents, as we can say. So the answer is it not an individual for an individual? Yes, it is so, because all the actions taken by an individual for another or for self, this means that an individual is in the nucleus of everything that happens or is done, and therefore development of a society, a nation and the world goes hand in hand with the development of an individual. If the individuals are developed, it doesn't mean it is us only, it's the child or the student who is sitting in the class, all who have passed from our school or from anywhere. Next, why we need this 21st century skills? We have a short video. Let's see a video. Why we need this 21st century skills. Before this COVID pandemic, I hope very rare of us are using this digital technologies like Google Form, Google Classroom, Zoom, WebEx and all. But this COVID pandemic taught us so many things, and due to which today we successfully reached here. Today we can say at least to the students that whatever you are doing, we can able to understand. If Jivin sir, Susmita ma'am, Divya ma'am, Smriti ma'am agree to me, we do not have Python in our syllabus in our graduations. We also have learned by doing hours by ourselves. Most of the things, like the skills, are not taught. It is to be gained by their experiences, by learning, by doing. We are having laboratories, we are having adult tinkering lab, we are having so many different subjects, like in class 9, we are having flavors of subject which teach us lot of skills that make us future ready. Not us, it is the student who makes them as well as the future ready, because it is new for us as well. If I correct Subrato sir, because he is dealing with a multiple skill foundation in which he is dealing with lot of subjects. I do not think Subrato sir is cooking so much at home, but here if he will be getting a chance, so he have to prepare because it is there in his syllabus. And he has established a very beautiful garden near about chemistry lab, I think. So we want to have some privilege from there as well. So coming to the next, what is basically 21st century skills? As the name suggested, that 21st century skills are those skills which makes an individual ready for the 21st century. What are those things? That are, the students may become a global activists, they can connect with the people sitting anywhere with the help of internet or via any medium. Collaboratively moving forward means today what we find that students or we always want to work individually. This individual work will not help us a lot. If we work in a group, in a team, then only we can make success. Digitally transforming that all of us are doing right now. Seeking competent human resources. Creatively progressing. Quickly adopting changes. I think most of the things we have adopted between these 3 years. Between last 3 years, we have adopted most of the things. And most of the students are dealing with all the things since from class 6 or 7 because they are grown up in this particular century. Now there are various literatures on the basis of which we are having various components of 21st century skills. It is a part of research where the first report was prepared by J. Dillers in 1996. They have given the 4 pillars of education that we should learn to know anything. It is not like kyun padh rahe hain, there is no meaning of thing. If parabolic equation is there, if projectile motion is there, Aruna ma'am, if projectile motion is there, why there is a name? Yes, Kalendar sir, please. He is motivating me. So if we are dealing with any of the topic, why we are dealing with this? They must know. We have seen, I think we have seen that videos also. इतने साल अल्फा बीटा थीटा जो भी हम लोग पढ़े हैं, अल्टीमेटली वो काम नहीं आता है. But for us, it is working for us. But those who are working in IT firms, those who are working in any office, for them it might possible. But still, calculations are required. They must know what all things are there. Next is learning to do. पढ़ लिए तो छोड़ नहीं सकते, कुछ तो करना है. Because we are skilled labor. We are not like anyone that do not know anything. Third is learning to be, and fourth one is learning to live together. How to adjust with the environment, how to deal with the people who are living in society. That report was published by the J. Dillers in 1996. Next report was given by the Change Leadership Group in 2010. They prepared 7 survival skills. These are critical thinking and problem solving, collaboration and leadership, agility and adaptability, initiative and entrepreneurship, effective oral and written communication, accessing and analyzing information, curiosity and imaginations. It doesn't mean that whatever components we are dealing with in upcoming slides, it is new. All the things are already developed and researched earlier as well. Like we have seen that in 1996, one report was already developed. So nothing is new. Like we are dealing with that NEP 2020. It is not new. That we have already covered in second and third training. Third report was published by Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. They given these 4 competencies as the 21st century: knowledge, skill, attitude, and use of new technologies. Here, by the 21st century skill mainly described into 4 different kinds of growth. Next report was published by P21 group. It is basically a collaboration between the business leaders and the educators. Right now, like Google Classroom, Zoom, these are the different platforms which is basically meant for the business, and we are using it. Most of the softwares in education field are just made for the business only. They give 4 challenges like collaboration, creativity, communication, and critical thinking. That comes under that particular new components of 21st century skills. So these reports were already published before the initiative taken by the CBSE or the Indian government. There is a gist of all the report which is having the common points, what they have discovered or what they have pointed out. Next, we are having the components of 21st century skills. That during, I think last year we have prepared a report as well, and we had a meeting on this as well. This 21st century skill is basically classified into 3 groups. First is the learning skills, next literacy skills, and third one is the life skills which need for the survival of us. Further, these 3 skills are divided into, this learning skill is having 4 C's, that is critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication. This literacy skills basically divided into 3 parts: information literacy, media literacy, and technology literacy. While life skills is divided into 5 parts, that is flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills. Now this is new because On the basis of the previous reports that we have seen so far, they now CBSE has published out a handbook in which they have differentiated 3 groups of different kinds of skills. Those are as under. Now, why we have to go with these kinds of skills that focus on student-centered learning. Now, what is this student-centered learning that we will see in this upcoming video?
The chalkboard, the desk, the homework, the books. The day begins and ends when the bells ring. For centuries now, this has defined what all of us think about school. We've come to believe that this is the one way that students will learn. And with that belief, we've taught all of our students in pretty much the exact same way. But the world has changed, and what it means to be ready to succeed in the future has also changed. That means our model of learning must change. It's happening now, and it needs to happen even more. In more places, for our students, especially for those for whom the current system isn't working. There is strong data that shows we need to rethink learning. Like remodeling the house, we're not just adding a new coat of paint, we're updating the outdated parts and making it more modern and efficient, strengthening what works and fixing what doesn't. Gone are the days when some students can excel, and others just get by. Our society needs all kids to excel at high levels. And to make this happen, we need to engage our students like never before. This is student-centered learning. It incorporates a student's skills and interests into the learning process, making the experience more personalized and involving the student in his or her own future. What makes this work? There are 4 key principles of student-centered learning. Number 1, learning is personalized. Personalized learning happens when teachers know students, have strong relationships with them, and can meet students where they are in their development. Number 2, learning is competency-based. Learning is about the information and skills a student has mastered, not just moving through a curriculum. In a competency-based system, students can proceed at their own pace in every subject, enabling teachers to respond to individual needs, interests, and challenges. Number 3, learning happens anytime, anywhere. Students will often make important discoveries about themselves and the world around them when they learn beyond the traditional school day and outside the traditional school walls. Learning doesn't start and stop when the bells ring. And number 4, the last key to student-centered learning is students take ownership. Don't make a decision about students without students. They play a direct role in their own success, actively engaging with the process to ensure the impact is lasting and meaningful. For student-centered learning to work, all 4 of these principles must work together. This is not an a la carte approach. It's reimagining education so it works for all students. The fact is, our world is changing. And with the latest in child development research, we know better than ever before how children and young adults learn. The facts are there, and they point to the need for a new system of learning designed around each student. And when the student becomes stronger and more focused, all of us will benefit from a new generation that is contributing to our communities and our world in so many ways. This is student-centered learning.
So one term was there that learning can happen anywhere. To do this, I have a short activity. So I just request any 10 teachers to come up so that we can have a short activity for this. Please, only 10, any 10, it's my request. Chanchal sir, please. So in this activity, we will be giving a shot of paper to the teachers, and you have to prepare something, whatever you want, and anything you want, and you have to say its 5 uses. 5 uses of that particular model that you have prepared. Mitali ma'am, please. With the help of this newspaper only, you have to prepare only one thing that depicts its 5 uses. Anything, whatever you want. You can take help of this. Anything, anything. It may be a ball or anything. It can be a bag. It can be a plane. Now it's up to you what you will be telling about its 5 uses. Whatever you make, you can roll it and you have to tell its 5 uses. We are having more papers. Aruna ma'am, please. Many more papers are there. I will be happy if the teachers from planting also will join. Please ma'am, Pratima ma'am, please. Jonaki ma'am, you have taken the snacks as well. I see. So the first is Kalpana. You have to tell its 5 users.
This can also be hung. Now you can also let me know about how many users we can have.
Bookshelf. It can be bookshelf.
And what else?
Bookshelf.
Okay, so nice. So the 5 uses we have already got.
With the help of just a newspaper, we have 5 uses.
We can just teach any concept related to board, like poem or something. Archimedes principle, as Aruna ma'am is saying. Yeah, one place to another, ferrying people from one place to another. Anything else? Yeah, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, to help me out. Yes, can be as a cap over here. So what we have done.
And the boat, that nursery rhyme. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Yes. So for anybody else? Yeah?
You can explain type of different lines. Horizontal, vertical and slanting lines.
Shape can be explained. Trapezoid shape can be explained. Okay, so 5 we have done. I don't know.
Streamline shape.
Okay.
Thank you, Guru Brahma.
Most of us, actually, we have made boarding. I think Gurpreet, Kalpana, and you too. But this is kite, okay. This is kite. Mine is 21st century scale type of boat. So, it will fly. It is omnipresent. It can fly. It can over there. Habitually, inside. Well, so you know it is omnipresent for each and every type of, not only 5. Jhalmuri. Yes. For Jhalmuri as well. I have done more than 5.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now it's pretty evident that learning can happen anywhere with anything. This is a kite which is never going to fly, but though, and it can be used to explain the shape of a rhombus, and it is a little innovative, so you can put decorative things in it on newspaper, pencil, and then hang it near your study table. You can use it, turn it around, use it as a wall hanging, decorate it a little bit. So you can decorate it and
What shape the facility here?
yeah. So this has got multiple uses. explain 5, then you can use your own ideas and complete it. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So this is something Nancy ma'am has made. This can be used as prop in any play, like cap, isn't it? Can be used as bangle also, isn't it? So one of the props it can be used. Necklace as well, Vitali ma'am is saying. Huh? Circle, of course, shape can be dot. So we have completed 4, I think. And shash also, if it can be opened, then again as a shash. Anything else? Yes. Yes? Lines, yes. So 5 we have done. Please give her a big round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have made a fan, so we can use it as a fan. We can use it as a decorative wall hanging. We can ask them to paint also. Someone's coming. And 2 more is left. If anybody can help me. Props.
Get rid of this.
Thank you. Electrical appliances you can teach. Okay, thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Although it is known to everyone how to make, and this is only just to teach the student beyond their imagination. They can be taught inside the classroom also that how the board can fly. What is being required? The light and hollow bones. Similarly, it is there, and they can make the toys also. It is not needed that we have to purchase the highly cost, the appliances or the toys. The children can enjoy by themselves the number of things. They know about how they can fly, how to think, and how to develop the 21st century skill by themselves. They are not to be dependent, they are going to be independent. And many more the teachers can think, and thanks to the Amit that they made us again Bachpan mein Bachpan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Already Mitali ma'am told everything. Still I want to say, like, if you are teaching children, you can at home, what are things present in your bedroom or something like that. You can tell it as electrical appliances also. Fan is using electrical appliances. Then again, for getting rid of the heat of the sun or whatever it is, if we are sitting, we are going outside, we can use the fan ourselves. And these are the things we can use it in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pratima.
Hello. So as you see, as I got the paper, it is at the same height in my hand. Question is that in the classroom or the school, in the school, students will be like me also. We will be learning some skills, and when time comes to recall and perform, he or she will be able to fail. So question is, such type of a student, how should cope up? That also will develop their skill. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, what we have learned, those who are sitting, it's now in their turn. Those who have not taken part, now it's their turn to answer which are skills we have learned in this particular activity. The first is creativity. Next, imagination. Next, collaboration. Fine, yes. Communication. Fine. Initiative. Leadership. Fine. Do we have something social? We have done it for the society, huh? For the students. So with this small activity, we have covered so many skills together. So this is learning by doing within a short span of time, without any, what I say, material which is so costly. We have completed one activity which is, I think, which consumes entire 40 minutes in a classroom. Last day we are having a PRP program here in the same hall. There was a line that schools should take an initiative of no bad day. So we can add these things where a student can learn by doing something, like gardening, like carpentry, welding, and different other kinds of skills. Now as a part, I will start with the learning skills. This learning skill is basically also known as the 4 C's, which teaches students about their mental process required to adapt and improve upon a modern work environment. That means when they move out from the school. This learning skill is having basically 4 skills, out of which the first one is the critical thinking. This critical thinking in small is known as the practice of solving problems among other qualities. How you think critically in different situations. Like here what we have seen, only 2 of the models were the same, but still with the same model we have 10 uses. Because someone has already given that idea, so someone has changed the idea. So we are having a situation that अच्छा उसने तो ये बोल दिया है, अब मैं क्या बोलूं? Similarly, when we ask the students, तुमने होमवर्क क्यों नहीं किया? एक अगर अगला बोल चुका है मेरा पेट में दर्द था, तो वो वाला कैंसिल नल एंड वॉइड हो गया है। अब कुछ और, लाइट नहीं था सर, घर में लाइट नहीं था। लाइट नहीं होने के कारण पेंसिल हमारा नहीं चल रहा था, ये प्रॉब्लम था हमारे पास। So what we find in the classroom as well, that whenever they give excuses, their excuses will also be unique. If one is used, they will be given another excuse. Critical thinking is a term used by the educator to describe forms of learning, thought, and analysis that go beyond the memorization and recall of information and facts. That whatever we have learned in the class, on the basis of which if we put any question in outside or inside the classroom, they can think and they can club together different skills and answer that particular questions. Critical thinking occurs when students are analyzing, evaluating, interpreting and synthesizing information and applying creative thought to form an argument, solve a problem or reach a conclusion. I have handled the subject that is design thinking, in which the main agenda is to give a problem and students have to solve that problem not by doing any mathematical calculation or anything. A man who can't be able to fit on a bench, he wants to sleep on a railway station. थोड़ा सा bench का width था वो कम था, लेकिन उसके हिसाब से man का width थोड़ा ज़्यादा था. So what he has done, he used a plank. वो उस पूरे टूल पे लेट के साइड से what we used to say जुगाड़ लगा के अपने आप को स्टैंड कर लिया. Like we used to will find that shops के आगे छत निकले रहते हैं, तो उसमें एक बम्बू लगा रहता है, तो अपने आप को उस बम्बू से स्टैक कर रहे हैं. कुछ दिन पहले नाम नहीं लेंगे, but I find few ma'ams, हो सकता है क्लिप नहीं होगा तो वो लोग पेन घुसा देते हैं. मैंने देखा कि लोगों ने पेन से ही अपने बाल को सजा के रखे हैं. अच्छा, गुड. मेरे पास भी जुगाड़ भी चल रहा है रिसेंटली. मेरा ये जो छोटा वाला है ना, ये इसके अंदर नहीं पहुंचता, सेफ्टी तो things are there. So it's up to us that how we can deal with the situations. नहीं मैम, वो है कि मैम चले तो चांद तक, नहीं तो शाम तक, चलना चाहिए चांद तक. So critical thinking can be developed by listening, explaining the things, by being flexible, by having a fair relationship with others. Whatever we learn, we should have some objective, and on the basis of whatever we learned, some evaluation must be there, analysis and research. Somewhere else I have also learned that what we are teaching from the last 10 years, still same we are teaching, it's not good. If we are teaching the same, then what we have done from the last 10 years. So we have to add something new each and every year or each and every class so that the things can be changed as well as modernized with the help of the modern technologies or any research. Next one is the creativity. Creativity is the practice of thinking out of the box that we have seen just now. This skill empowers students to see concept in a different light, which leads to innovation. There is a difference between the term creativity and innovation. Creativity is the ability to produce new idea, diverse and unique idea. Thinking creatively means looking at things from a different perspective and not be restricted by rules, customs or norms. You know, कुछ बच्चे ऐसे सोचते हैं rules are made to be broken. कुछ दिन पहले फादर ने एक बच्चे को पकड़ा था. That boy is passed from this way. He passed from this bus bay directly to the auto bay. I think he is Nishant of class 11B. When everyone asked him, why? मेरा हमको जाना था उधर. I want to go. हमको क्या पता है नहीं जाना है. जा रहे रास्ता है बना हुआ है. So they are giving answer like the same. Few days back, Mayank has opened that well. We asked why. I am tasting it. पानी आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा? पानी है भी या नहीं है? So he is assuring us कि टैंक में पानी है और पानी आ रहा है. ठीक है. Father said कि तुम्हारे कारण पूरा स्कूल बह जाता. He had a question always. सर उस टैंक में इतना पानी है पूरा स्कूल बह जाएगा. उस टैंक में इतना पानी के पूरा स्कूल बह जाएगा. फादर हमको यही बोल के मेरे पे 200 रुपए का फाइन किए हुए.
He was opening that fire.
The ball. Yeah, opened actually. Opened and he has a grand coffee which are everything that is so is now past. Next is the collaboration. Collaboration is the practice of working together to achieve a common goal. The 21st century skill is about to working together to reach a goal and putting talent, expertise and smart to work. Collaboration is important because whether students realize it or not, they will probably work with other people for the rest of their life. Like we are reading, the students are studying here. After that they will not know by who they will be passing their undergraduate, their masters and finally when they will come to the job, वहाँ कौन होने वाला है they doesn't know. So each and every time they have to make collaboration with new. Like Bhaveswar is now selected as a CBSE trainer. He has given training here, but he has to give training at 40 different venues. उनको पता नहीं कि हमारे जैसे सारे श्रोतागण हो सकते हो ना भी. And Jibin sir we have now has selected as a CBSE trainer, so he is under learning steps and deal with the people outside MGM. I think till from his childhood he is dealing with the people of MGM family only. That's why there is a negative effect as well. Next is the communication. Communication is the practice of conveying idea quickly and clearly. I think this I am doing favorably. It is expressing thought clearly, crisply, articulating opinions, communicating coherent instructions, motivating others through powerful speeches. I will not want to discuss on this. Next, because it will become a controversy.
That is what you will and you responded on what quickly and clearly. So it is not necessary that if you are communicating something to others, that would be proper, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Just as last week we are having the assembly, the girl was singing. I was trying to find out the words from her. Actually it was rap, but not clear. before that, one more thing is there. I think song or poem was there. Poem was there to sing. Small kids what we find, they are just in hurry to complete all the things as soon as possible. And thanks to the teachers of this class 6, 7 and 8, they have made a plan of 40 minutes of assembly, but that too covered in 20 minutes. In class 11, we are making 20 minutes, किसी तरह 30 minutes तक चल जाता है। लोग जबरदस्ती उसको ले जाते हैं, without any effort, हम लोग कोई effort नहीं देते हैं 11 12। पूरा बच्चों का ही effort रहता है। Still रहता है, उन लोग वाला effort नहीं है ना, आप ये judge कीजिएगा। 6, 7, 8 वाला effort हम नहीं दे सकते। एकदम ये हम देखें, this is my experience. That I am expressing. Next, literacy skill. It focuses on how students can perceive facts, publishing outlets, and other technology behind them. There is a strong focus on determining trustworthy sources and factual information to separate it from the misinformation that floods the internet. We are having so much examples during the COVID. I have seen lot of circular by the name of Father, received several mails that our exam is postponed. I am not feeling well, so that the exam is postponed. Many of the students will enter into classroom, saying this and that, playing video and whatever they want. So, this literacy skills consist of the three things, that is information, media and technology. Day by day it is evolving and there is a security changes in each of the technologies nowadays. Whatever we have faced initially, I think we are not facing that same now. First is the information literacy. Information literacy is a foundational skill. It helps students to understand facts, especially data points that will encounter online. They will encounter online. More importantly, it teaches how to separate fact from the fictions. Whatever they are saying, it is correct or not correct, we have to teach them. If they are receiving any mail, if they are receiving any kind of link, we have to teach them or we have to guide them what is correct and what is not correct. Next is the media. Media literacy is the practice of identifying publishing methods, outlets and sources while distinguishing between the ones that are credible and the ones that are not. Like, I am also using the predefined slide, so I must have to give the credit to that software from where I am using it. If I am not doing this, so we are having various kinds of issues in cybercrime, that we can have a copyright, we can have trademark issues, and like there are various icons that we are using. So we must have to give the credits. Even the words, even the images that we are using, that is not created by us or by me. I have not created those symbols or those images. So I must have to give the credit. Next is the technology literacy. Technology literacy goes another step further to teach students about the machine evolved in this information age. Technology literacy gives students the basic information they need to understand what gadget performs, what task and why. This understanding removes the intimidating feeling that technology tends to have. Like we have also removed this kind of fear from us. इस बटन को प्रेस करेंगे तो हो सकता है कुछ और हो जाए, प्रेस करके ही देखना तभी हमें पता चलेगा. Recent now just sitting over here, बिल्सी में हमने पहला पोस्टर डिलीट कर दिया. I told her, ma'am, मोबाइल से please कुछ मत कीजिए, because working on mobile or working on system is totally different. यहाँ पे सारी चीजें छोटी रहती हैं. You will find in the assessment form first question is not there now. So you are having a great point over there. So we must know. It is, I am not pointing out. It can happen with anyone. So we must know which device is used where and how. अब ऐसा नहीं कि उससे डर जाना है. करना है. Tony sir, I have seen your mobile phone. What is the fear I want to know? Why you have kept your mobile phone? I guess. It is a jet plus security sir. कोरोना क्या मतलब कोई आदमी को कुछ हो नहीं सकता है. Next, life skills. Take a look at the intellectual elements of a student everyday life. This intelligence will focus on both personal and professional qualities. This life skills consist of first thing, that is flexibility. Flexibility means we are doing something and suddenly something else is coming. Something else is assigned to us and we have to do. That's, I was preparing for my PPT and I am having so many tasks. So we karna pada hai. Deviating from a plan as needed. Flexibility is the expression of someone's ability to adapt changing circumstances. If we will be doing the things over here, how we are going to perform somewhere else. यहाँ से बाहर निकल जाएंगे तो कैसे करेंगे? Same thing is with the flexibility. Next is the leadership. Motivating a team to accomplish a goal. Leadership is someone's person for setting goal, working a team through the steps required and achieving those goals collectively. If father will think that I will achieve each and everything individually, it is not possible. It is us who will work together and finally succeed. Next is the initiative. Starting project strategies and the plans on one's own. Initiative often means working on a project outside of regular working hours. Like most of us are working on various projects or various other initiatives. Like my father is working after the retirement. He used to teach 30 girls free of cost. Inside a room, without any stencils, any textbook. So he has taken an initiative by himself. No one has compelled him because he is now retired and he has taken this initiative that he will teach 30 girls to the elementary level. So that they can move further in Navodaya Vidyalaya and all. Next is the productivity, maintaining efficiency in an age of distractions. It is the ability to complete work in an appropriate amount of time. If some work is given to us, we must have to complete in the stipulated time because time will not wait for us. Next is the social skill, meeting and networking with the other for mutual benefit. If I am coming here, so school is also taking something from me and school at the same time giving many things to me. As well as same goes for each and everyone. So we have to think that we are coming, so we are also important for the school as well as school is also important for us because they only have given us the platform to work and come forward. Now there are some commonly frequently used methods like we can have games and simulation. Like in AI, most of the activities or the practical you can say is on the basis of the game. Through these games they can learn so many things. We can have classroom discussions. We can have activity like storytelling. We will give some situation and on the basis of that they have to create a story. We can have situation analysis and case study. We are having questions on the basis of this case study. We can create questionnaires. We can create quizzes. We can have painting, that is a part of art integration. We can create small groups. We can have role play, debate, dance and brainstorming sessions with the students. Out of which most of the things we are following and we must clap for this, that we are following most of the things. We are doing, not I, all of us are doing. We must have to clap.
है अभी 10 मिनट और 10 मिनट और
So CBSE has also taken so many initiatives, out of which the first one is Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. I think someone is in charge of that particular activity as well. We are having experiential learning where students can learn through experiments. We are having skill education in which we are having various subjects like information technology, marketing and sales, physical activity trainer. We are having multi-skill foundation and different other skill subjects for the students. Then we are having creative and critical thinking practices. CBSE just now has organized that Aryabhatta Granit Challenge, CBSE Expression Series, that's the Lanjana ma'am filling all the details today. Science promotion test, art integration, जिसके लिए हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा बॉदर हैं, that is कला सेतु. Fit Bharat School Week, Heritage India Week, we have done science exhibition, art exhibition, and various other reading challenges. So these are the various initiatives taken by CBSE to inculcate this particular 21st century skills. As I said, I have taken this particular PPT format from somewhere, that's why I have given this credit, because it can create a copyright issue. With this, I want to say thanks to Father Regis Burgess, Principal of MGM Higher Secondary School, Mr. Tony Thomas, Vice Principal Sir, MGM Higher Secondary School, Mrs. Prabha Antoniada, former Principal, Vice Principal of MGM Higher Secondary School, Nancy Ma'am, Headmistress of MGM Higher Secondary School, all the management committee of MGM Higher Secondary School, and all my parents over here. Because what I find, I am the lowest. So thanks for listening. I feel happy. I feel happy to hear something from you if you want to share. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Amit is so confident that he has done something exceptionally well, so that he needs to hear from me, so that he personally gave me the mic. I don't want to disappoint him. Without any doubt, it was a wonderful session, an active session actually. I don't remember that anybody has done this type of activity in our 1 hour training. No? Okay, correct. After that it is Amit who made this session live, and it was interesting even. I don't think that you got the time to distract from the topic. I did not get. Actually, many a time I used to, what to say, our normal behavior. So, but your class was exceptionally good, and I appreciate Amit for what we see outside this hall is a different Amit. I think, I don't know in the class staff room how is he, but whenever he sees me outside this hall, he is having a different color and different. Anyway, he is a brilliant teacher. You can do miracles with the students and use your capability in its fullest. Thank you.
Now next, if anyone come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. Already Madam has said the different things. And being a IT department, he was quite energetic and doing the involvement of number of teachers. That was a plus point. Similarly, in a very fun way, he could use a different skill what the teachers are using inside the classroom. He reminded it and I enjoyed the whole session because this is useful for me in the different session. So it was interesting, and even though we could not sleep, always intact, eye to eye contact was there. Thank you, and for the next step, it will lead to success in your life. Thank you.
So, sir, if I tell to pass this video to me, you will pass slides. No, it will be very useful for me in my future. That's why, because that variety was there. So when you say creativity or innovation, people are doing innovation, creativity in the stage itself. That is something different. Okay, sir, all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Chanjo sir, please. Actually, I want some words. You will start with me when you word.
See, there is only one word I can find: impeccable. It is matched. It cannot be matched. The performance, what Amit sir has displayed over here, cannot be matched. We are spellbound. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Impeccable, I do totally agree to you, but I'll try to match yours, Amit. I'll try to match yours. But it was really awesome, really awesome. I remember the day you have told, ma'am, you should be on leave on Saturday. I told why, I didn't know that you have your session today. You should be on leave, please be on leave. But I enjoyed today, I am happy, I was happy to enjoy your session. It was enjoyable, it was very active, and whoever has told whatever things is truly fits. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Amit, it is not only you. I would like to thank Vinci madam also. It was very, very helpful that we can communicate to our students. Sharendra sir, you are sleeping over there, are you? It was very nice, both of you. We enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Sadhana.
Amit sir, you're very quirky and witty. Good afternoon, everyone. You're very quirky and witty, like he was dropping some truth bombs here and there, and we could not help but laugh. And to Vinci ma'am, your session was very informative. We are very happy with your Hindi and Sanskrit. Like, we were like, oh wow, how she delivered the lines. Very happy. Both of you have done very well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Jiven sir. आपको बोलना होगा
Actually, it was very good, and I would like to have this. I wanted this the session to be conducted a bit earlier because in CBSE next session I have to deliver the same topic, and that too I think. So I will again contact you on that day when there will be Google. Actually, for our resource person, when we are having a Google Meet with the resource person, Mr. Tarun, he is the COE of Patna, and he is a very strict person. And there is one more, Nati ma'am and Khyati ma'am. These three people are really dangerous. So and they pinpoint each and everything. If a slide is being copied, and if an IT teacher has done it, they will simply pinpoint and say, how can you be an IT teacher and you are taken out a slide from a CBSE website and you are presenting it in public. You have done a cyber crime directly. So it was really helpful for me and will be, I will be very, it will be a helping hand so that I can deliver much more in the forthcoming session for other teachers also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
3 minutes.
Hello. Good afternoon all. Fabulous. Ultra controlled speech pattern. What I have used with your facial emotions. Keep it. And Jimmy, please don't try to copy. It is supposed to be the unfair means. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I want to say whatever I have written in my feedback form that I am reading. Amit sir presented his topic excellently with various examples. I liked all the examples. It was knowledgeable as well as full of entertainment. Yes, we have laughed a lot, enjoyed a lot. Like the session very much. Thanks to the entire team that I have written.
Thank you. Ruby ma'am.
I think everyone has appreciated you and they have covered almost all the points. And yes, Amit sir, it was really informative presentation. Thank you, sir. Now, sir, we should end this.
So lastly, I want to thank you, Susmita ma'am. She was here with me last 4 days. She has helped me out, and it is her laptop. She has given me the laptop to prepare and all, and more or less, she has given me what I say, moral support as well, along with Kalpana. I was so nervous that I was able to speak or not. So these 2 people were there behind me. One was giving the total technical support to me, what I say, and one is another giving moral support. Thank you, Kalpana and Susmita. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. According to Charles Darwin, only the fittest survives. So we need to develop and prepare competent human beings. The change that the world is presently witnessing and that is being felt in most of the workplace is not at all possible without making our students future ready, as you said, sir. Thank you, sir, for making us aware of the skills and the ways it can be implemented and added to our classroom teaching for innovative learning. Thank you so much. A big round of applause for both of them.